everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Love for Intuitive Astrology. So today I'm going to talk about the upcoming transit of Jupiter moving in the sign of Leo, which will happen on the 30th of June 2026 up until the 26th of July 2027. Now we'll start off with explaining this transit in general, and then we're going to dive into each and every single sign. Now, most accurate is your rising sign. And for additional information, you can also check your sun sign and your moon sign. So let's go ahead. Personally, I'm very happy with this transit because it's going to be my Jupiter return this year. Definitely this year and 2000, beginning of 2027, we're going to see a lot more action because Jupiter is now in a fire sign. When Jupiter was in Cancer, it was much more related to connecting to your roots, connecting with your family, connecting to your homeland, okay? And Leo is about creativity. So now it's time to follow a passion, a new hobby. It's about embracing your skills, have fun with it, and improving it. And it's going to go a lot more easier with Jupiter there. We're going to be more confident. We're going to be more charismatic, okay? Because Leo is ruled by the sun. So it can really draw, you can draw people to you, right? Especially with your passion and sharing that with other people, because I always say Leo is the sunshine. Leo wants to inspire others. And I'm not talking about sun sign Leo, I'm talking about the energy of Leo. So you can inspire people with your creative skills, but it has to be something that gives you joy, okay? So yeah, working on creative projects, expecting a child, starting to expand your family. It's a beautiful time to reconnect with your own children, do something fun. I don't know, go to the park, go to the playground, do some creative things with your kids, like get a puzzle, do some coloring, play some games outside, like football, just to connect also with your inner child, because your inner child is going to get a tremendous healing during this transit. Okay. Definitely you will get more visibility in the house that Jupiter and Leo is in, okay? Because Leo likes to, it's the sun, so it likes to be big. And the only downfall would be that maybe sometimes there would be over promising in that area. So promising too much, maybe a little bit of arrogance, okay? But it's definitely time to heal your confidence. But make sure to stay humble, and this energy is going to be absolutely amazing. Now we will have Jupiter stationing retrograde between the 12th of December 2026 and the 12th of April 2027. So this is a time where you're going to kind of introspect. This is a time to heal the inner child, to maybe if you have any insecurities, because sometimes the energy of Leo can be a little bit insecure, and it's time to heal that. Like, what is preventing you from actually doing what you love or following a certain passion, right? It's time to lead with the heart and really sense what it is you want to do, because the energy of Leo is really struggling if there is no recognition in the job or whatever you do, that if there is not really an audience or people saying like this is very nice or it's not what you're doing, sometimes Leo can fall asleep, okay? But this is really about following your passion, and by following that, after that the recognition will come, but it starts within you. So first you have to heal the confidence within and knowing that your skills are valuable, and if not, you're going to improve them, so you will automatically expand, okay, and share passion with others, because Leos like to inspire and be inspired. Okay, so I just wrote down this really lovely date because Leo is ruled by the sun, right? So it's going to be conjunct the sun between the 23rd of July and the 8th of August. So if you have any planets there, or it's your birthday, That's going to be a fantastic time, okay? A very powerful expansion, a breakthrough in that area, okay? You're going to find the confidence to break through. Now, we do have this opposition with Pluto, so there could be some jealousy coming in, okay? Especially if you have planets in Leo and things are going to go very well for you. There might be some projections because Pluto can sometimes project. It's in an opposition, right? So make sure to have good boundaries because Leo can sometimes be so expansive and so into helping others that you forget your own journey. So stick with your own journey and have good boundaries, okay? It's very, very important. Yeah, it's trining Neptune. It's retrograde though, but you're gonna really have this amazing ideas around this time, or it can just give a general feeling of happiness, okay? It's sextiling Uranus also. Uranus is direct now in Gemini. Uranus is doing quite well in Gemini, right? It's very, very innovative, especially with words and ideas. They're going to come so natural. So beautiful alignment. I just wanted to point that out. And then we're going to have quite a major conjunction, okay? So first of all, Jupiter is going to be conjunct the South Node. And since I have this placement myself in my natal chart, I think I can give you some advice with this, okay? It's going to be between the 11th of October 2026 and the 7th of June 2027. Now, the South Node is related to your past life, right? It activates parts of your past life or past, okay, things from the past. And sometimes that triggers people coming in from the past that you need to settle something with, or you need to teach something, because don't forget, Jupiter is the teacher as well, right? So people coming in and teach you something, or you teach them something. Now Mars is going to join this conjunction, but let me further explain what this is going to do, because the South Node is bringing forward things from a past life. So it can literally activate skills that you didn't know you had. It can give very intuitive insights, okay? Because Jupiter is the teacher. It can activate a great intuition, and you will suddenly kind of see a path ahead. So things you want to develop, maybe certain skills. And but it's a great time to meditate, okay? You will get a lot of ideas, but also not getting attached to recognition. So like I said, Leo likes recognition, but the South Node is like, yeah, you've been here already, right? You've done it already. So we want to detach. The South Node detaches things, right? It brings forward experiences that you've already had before, but it also detaches. So the more you're going to be attached to the outcome, the more difficult it's going to be. So the best, and in general, Jupiter is the planet of having faith, right? So having faith is really enhancing Jupiter. If you're going to try to control this Jupiter, it's not working. It's about going with the flow, and especially with the South Node, like when you're attached to something, it will kind of cut it off and say, you know what, maybe you shouldn't do this. So the best is to go with the flow, to let it go through you, and it can really activate a lot of strong intuitive insights, okay? It can really activate spirituality, especially if this is going to be in the 9th house or in the 12th house. And for some of you, even in the 4th house, it can activate talents, certain talents or visions or ancestors that are going to help you. Now, we're also going to have Mars joining in, okay? We're going to have Mars joining in between the 1st of November and the 25th of November. And this is going to change it a little bit, right? Because Jupiter expands everything it touches. So it's going to expand also Mars. So there could be some past life or past anger coming back. Why isn't it working out? I'm trying so hard, it's not working. I should do better, and it can become a little bit critical, okay? Or even you will see that people become a bit more critical of you. Now, the South Node is usually quite internal, right? This is something you already activated in past lives. So, with Mars, it can be a frustration that maybe sometimes you're trying to come across a certain way and it's not coming out 100% the way you wish it would. Okay. But also, Jupiter is the planet of luck. So don't forget, if you have the right connections with the South Node, the transiting South Node I'm talking about, right? It can really activate some luck for you. So it doesn't have to be bad. It's just with Mars, it can be more heated. But also, it can bring in action. Okay. Action oriented. But the South Node is kind of headless, right? This is more about feeling it rather than chasing it with the mind. So really follow this passion. We're also going to have Mars retrograde. So it's going to station retrograde on the 9th of January 2027 up until the 31st of March. It's going to station retrograde. Is going in Virgo. It's coming back, and it's going to be again in a conjunction with Jupiter and the South Node. Okay. And yeah, when also, especially when Jupiter is retrograde as well, it's going to activate a lot of things from past lives. So fill in your body, whatever anger is coming up. There could be some people coming in that are kind of, I don't want to say enemies, but it's a little bit, there could be coming people in that you have to settle things with, okay? Or that are settling the skills. And I always say, if people do that, right? If people make your life hard, it's usually because of karma. So the best is to forgive, send them love. Thank you for your lesson. I'm moving on now. I'm setting this boundary and I forgive you. I move on. My life is not going to be impacted by it. I'm going to continue. Take the lesson and that's it. Okay? So it's kind of hard to pinpoint when it's with the South Node, okay? It can really unlock really brilliant things for you, but it really depends what it's going to aspect. It can also bring in past life enemies with Mars, okay? But also passion and real action towards something, okay? It's like a warrior, inner warrior fire going to the outside and unlocking new skills for you. So fantastic time. And listen to your body. It's more about listening to your intuition rather than trying to rationalize too much. Okay, this is about expansion, creativity, and being open. So let's start now with all the signs. Okay, so Aries, Sun, and Rising. For you, we have Jupiter in the 5th house. Of course, the very beautiful alignment, right? Because it's going to trine at some point, it's going to trine your Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay. Beautiful time for creativity, creative projects, new romance going in your life. So if you're single, this could be a time where you're meeting someone new. You could actually be attracting more than one person. So you really have to kind of filter, okay, who is right for you. Overcoming obstacles of self-confidence with creativity, especially if it's going to be retrograde or with the South Node, okay? But during the conjunction with the South Node, and look at the beginning, I give you all the dates, right? It's November, and then the beginning of the year, it's going to be conjunct Jupiter and the South Node in the 5th house. So that's going to unlock a lot of past life gifts. Maybe you're going to uncover something new that you didn't know you were capable of, Aries. Yeah, birth of a creative project or a child, expanding your skills, doing what makes you happy. Okay, it's a very wonderful time. Now Saturn is in the 1st house, so it's gonna really bring Saturn kind of, it's not going to feel as heavy because Jupiter there is going to help you reconnect with your inner child and heal. So it's about finding this fun, time for creativity together with responsibilities, okay? And through your creative skills, you can really start to get to know yourself, your authentic self, not the self that was created by the outside world, okay? New hobbies, just go with the flow, okay? Take things serious in life, but also unwind sometimes. You reconnect with your kids, have a good time with your partner, do something fun that both makes you, yeah, inspired, okay? So lovely time for you, Aries. And yeah, wishing you all the best. And if there's anything that you want to discover about your what your creative abilities can do, then this is the time to do so, okay? Thank you so much. If you want to subscribe to my channel, expand my channel, then also leave a comment below how this is resonating with you. And until next time, so let's move on to Taurus. Taurus, Sun, and Rising. We have this Jupiter in Leo transit in the fourth house. Now, this is a beautiful time to enjoy time with family, not just your own family, okay? Depending on your situation, could also be your self created family, okay? Friends or your own family. And spending time with them, do some games, board games, enjoy, and reconnect to that part of yourself. Like maybe you want to go you were living abroad and you want to go home for a while just to reconnect with your even your homeland, okay? Moving to a new place. So this might as well be the year that you are moving, okay? And we have the south node as well joining in at some point with Jupiter. So it might even be kind of a sudden move, and it will be almost like a karmic move, especially if it happens during this conjunction, okay? Some of you want to redecorate your place, renovate your place, and just make it more inspiring. Like you, Taurus, you need a house that really feels like a place where you can create and where you feel almost like you want to be loved in your place. Okay, so change something in the home if that's going to make you feel more inspired. And some of you are even going to work from home or work more from home than usual. Okay, buying a house, selling a house. If you're in real estate, it's going to be a very, very good year. Okay, family therapist, things like that. You will see um, that your career is really going to go to the next level. Okay, so that would be the transit for Taurus, Sun and Rising. If you want to help me expand my channel, subscribe to it, and I hope to see you next time. Wishing you a fantastic year ahead. So let's go to Gemini. Gemini, Sun and Rising. For you, we have Jupiter in Leo in your third house. Now, this is great for communication. Like, you're going to have this really way of speaking in a very charismatic manner. So, if you are a teacher or you are someone that uses a lot of communication in work, you're really going to almost like captivate an audience, or people going to be kind of hooked when you are speaking, Gemini. So if you want to launch a book this year, maybe you want to make videos, speak in the public, you want to publish a research paper, something like that, this is the time to do so. Leo is a very inspiring sign, right? So, write from the heart, speak from the heart. That's really going to help you. If you have any exams this year, you might be nailing them, okay? You might be doing very, very well. You're going to be more outspoken and courageous. And you almost kind of want to step up for the underdog, okay? Some of you, Gemini, want to buy a car this year. It's a good time to buy a car or any type of transportation that you feel, is going to make you happy. And reconnecting with your neighbors or, people that are in your direct surroundings could also be your siblings that you just have a great reconnection with. And maybe you want to yeah, do some fun stuff, like do some day trips. In general, it's a great year to travel. It's more so in your own country, so visiting museums, visiting interesting sites, I don't know, ruins, history, and just like expanding your mind and learning a lot of new things because uh, Leo is like this childlike energy and wants to know a lot. And that's very similar to you, Gemini. Like you're so curious. So it's a beautiful time to learn more and to do some little trips, go some weekends away or some days away, and um, yeah, learn as much as you can, okay? Because you're able to transmute a lot of information this year. So that would be my message for you, my lovely Gemini. Thank you so much for being here. If you want to help me grow my channel, spread this message to more people, you can subscribe to it. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. And until next time. So Cancer, Sun and Rising. We first had Jupiter in your sign. Now it's moving to your second house. Now, this is as well very, very good news, right? Especially for your income. You're going to be more secure. You're going to value yourself more. So if you're going to get a new job, you're kind of daring to ask for a bit more money. Now, we do have Saturn in your 10th house, so it could be that you will have more responsibilities, but your money is going to make up for that, okay? So definitely earning more money. Now, Jupiter is very generous. So you could be earning a lot of money, but you can also be overspending it. So make sure that you also watch your budget a little bit when you're spending. You might be buying new things, things that make you happy, okay? Buying any type of material possessions that make you feel good. But once again, watch the overspending. But definitely hard work equals more income. You could be getting more sources of income or just more clients if you're self-employed, but it's gonna it's gonna take a little bit of hard work, but you definitely can do very, very well financially, especially Cancer rising. Okay. So that would be my message for you, my lovely Cancer. If you want to help me grow this channel, subscribe to it. And I hope to see you next time. Let's move on to Leo. Well, obviously, Leo, this is going to be a big year for you. This is the time where you're going to start something new. You will be guided to that. And I think it's very important to know that Jupiter is the planet of expansion, okay? So this is not the planet to control your new path. This is about being open. It rules the ninth house. So this is about having faith, being open to the path that is coming to you, because Jupiter draws people in. It's not pushing out. So you just have to be very charismatic. Follow your passion, something you're happy about. And then, yeah, maybe this new relationship comes, this new job that you were waiting for. Okay. So you don't have to force it. It's about being optimistic, and you will become very magnetic, and that draws in a new beginning, right? It's the first house, a new cycle. Now be a bit careful with food, because you might be feeling so good that you're going to go out for dinners a bit more, and you might be eating a bit more than usual. Now, Leo, I know you're a sign that usually takes care of yourself very well, but still something to consider. Yeah, just be open, right? And allow a new start to happen, okay? And it's gonna shift because Saturn is there and it will be trining Jupiter at some point. It's going to really shift your perspective on the world. This new journey that you're going to take, you might actually want to change your looks, like have this new beginning, and you feel like, I want to change my looks. I want to uh show people that when I change on the inside, because ultimately it first changes you on the inside, I want to show this happiness also on the outside. So you might go for a little bit of a new look as well this year. So that would be my message for you, my Leo. Be open, because this can be a fantastic year for you. And your creativity is going to be enhanced. You're going to have amazing ideas, and be as open as you can, okay? And follow this gut feeling. You also need to filter sometimes with Jupiter in the first house, because a lot of opportunities can come to you, but you're going to have to intuitively feel what is according to your passion, okay? That suits you best. So have a little bit of a filter there after everything, all the offers that are coming in. Okay. So that's my message for you, my amazing Leo. If you want to help me expand my channel, subscribe to it. And I hope to see you next time. Thank you so much. Let's move on to Virgo. So Virgo, Sun and Rising. We had a lot of outgoing time, right? Work, fun. And now with Jupiter in the 12th house in Leo, it's time to connect with yourself again. It's time to review and self-reflect. Like, what has been going on in my life so far? What is the direction I would like to go to, right? And this is the year where you're going to introspect. You're going to see what makes you happy and where can I work on that I can launch when Jupiter is in your sign, Virgo, right? In 2027. So now is the time to meditate, walk in nature. Um, Now, Leo is still a very creative sign, so maybe you want to channel and write, right? Some people are able to channel something, channel creativity, and sometimes people do it unconsciously, right? It's not really conscious what we do in the 12th house, so it's unconsciously we channel a lot of great ideas, and you might be working on a creative project behind the scenes. Great time for voluntary work, so maybe you want to do work in a garden, help in a center. Okay. You can get a new job if you're working in a hospital or a hospice or a prison, anything behind the scenes that is represented by the 12th house. You could be doing very well if you're in a spiritual position. Your intuition is going to be heightened. Dreams in general are able to tell you a story. Okay. And this story might be um, pushing you in a direction you need to go. Okay, so you might get answers through your dreams, through meditation. You could do any type of hypnosis, but you're definitely going to be very much in tune. And it's like the divine is protecting you this year. Okay, so it's about letting go, let yourself be guided. It's not too much about pressuring into something, it's about letting go. Jupiter is a planet of having faith. 12th house is something invisible, right? Helping you. So this is where your guides are going to be your support and help you and give you messages and signs. So be open to that and surrender, because the South Node as well is in your sign. Well, still in your sign, it's going to move into the sign of Leo. Especially when Jupiter is conjunct the South Node, Virgo, that's gonna trigger an awakening for a lot of you, okay? Especially Virgo rising. Um, so look at the dates that I gave you at the beginning of the video for the conjunction, especially when it's just Jupiter conjunct the South Node without Mars. This is going to be so amazing. Okay, you can really go to the next level on your spiritual journey if that's something you're on. And I know a lot of you are on that because you're watching this video, so I'm sure you're already progressing. So this year is fantastic for your spiritual growth. Okay, yeah, do some voluntary work, help wherever you can. Maybe you want to publish or do something just as a gift. It's a beautiful year to just do something because you want to give, not because you're expecting anything in return. And surprisingly, you might actually get something in return. But when you let go of that, you can be a great gift for the world this year. So yeah, that would be my message for you, my lovely Virgo. If you want to help me grow my YouTube channel, subscribe to it, and blessings, many blessings to you. Libra, Libra Sun and Rising. For you, we have Jupiter in the 11th house. This is such a good time to have fun. Leo loves to have fun, okay? It's ruled by the sun. It likes to inspire. This is to really inspire people, maybe on social media, maybe in your friend group. You just let's do this. You're the one organizing things. I just know the right thing to do. There's going to be a lot of attention on you, okay? And maybe the Libras are going to be out and about this year, so maybe you want to have fun, go out. You might meet a lot of new friends as well that are going to be inspiring. Maybe you want to do some workshops, connect with like-minded people, and inspire each other to work on your creativity. You might just launch a creative project, something you kept for yourself, and you're like, you know what? It's time that I'm going to show this to the world. Okay, so you're going to be very, very visible this year. So if you're in social media or you're working in large organizations, because the 11th house, also relates to large organizations like multinationals. So you will see that you will get some attention, maybe even some recognition there, or just, might get a new job or a better job in the company. So it's a very, very lovely time. Connect with other people. It's not a time to sit at home, be at home, especially Libra rising. Go out and about, meet people, enjoy yourself. If you have kids, you're gonna, mingle with other parents who have kids, get together and have this fantastic creative time. Okay. If you're a teacher as well, maybe you want to give workshops, go to conferences. Some of you want to speak on conferences. This is the right time to do that. Okay. So that would be my message for you, my amazing Libra. Thank you so much for being here. If you want to help me expand my channel, subscribe to it. And until next time, let's move on to Scorpio. So Scorpio, Sun and Rising, we have this Jupiter in Leo transit in your 10th house. What a fantastic news for your career. So if there is anything you want to launch, a business you want to start, a business you want to launch, if you want to look for a new job, this is the year to do it. Okay. Especially at the beginning, I would say August is going to be a fantastic time. Just look at Mercury retrograde. But when Jupiter is with the South Node, okay, and with Mars, especially, that could create a little bit of obstacles in the workplace, okay, or a bit of jealousy. So be as open as you can. And like I said, forgive people for whatever projections are happening. Also, some talents can unlock, and you could do something with those talents, or they're going to be recognized by people. So you do something and you kind of let it go. You're not really waiting for this confirmation, and people might actually hire you for that. Oh, wow, you're so good at this, right? Why don't you do this for our business or our company? Like, somebody might hire you, okay? Climbing the ladder, going up, getting a promotion, just getting more compliments, more visibility. Like, if you're on social media, it's a great time for visibility. Saturn is in the sixth though, so don't overwork, overextend, overpromise, because the sixth house Saturn is gonna say, okay, Scorpio, take it easy, listen to your health. Okay, it's very, very important. But you're gonna be doing well with bosses. They're gonna favor you. They're gonna really like what you have to say, what you're doing. Time for a shift. It could also just be an opening in knowing what you want to do, okay? Where you want to go in life, which purpose is suiting for you. And sometimes people think that we only have one purpose, but sometimes we are here to explore multiple directions, okay? So, but you're going to get like some clarity in which way you want to go. Okay, so a very good time and very good news for your career. This is the time to expand and go for it. Okay, my lovely, lovely Scorpio. Now, do keep in mind, because I'm saying that also you need to check, like, for example, if you launch a business or something, you always need to check your budget, right? You're always responsible for anything in your own life. But if you're able to and your intuition is telling you yes, then follow that gut feeling, because wow, 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 this is going to be such a fantastic year for you. That's my message for you, my amazing Scorpio. If you want to help me grow my channel, subscribe to it. And I hope to see you next time. Bye bye. Let's move on to Sagittarius. So we're going to have a ground trine in fire, right? With your Sun and Rising, we have Neptune and Saturn there in Aries. And then we have Jupiter in Leo in your 9th house. What a beautiful alignment. You're going to take some, maybe some creative project. You're going to take that serious, okay? Some of you are going to travel. This is a time to maybe publish something, publish a book. If you want to be a travel blogger, vlogger, something like that, making documentaries, this is the time to do it. Visiting other cultures, learning about other cultures, sharing that with other people. You're going to connect people together. If you're a teacher, you have this really magnetic way of people are going to be hooked to what you have to say. Okay, so don't be shy to speak up. And if you did any type of research, you will get a lot of attention for that. Okay, for what you have researched and how you're presenting that. You're going to be kind of a visionary, and you're going to really have this way of overlooking things. If you're some kind of manager, you just feel and see how things are connected, how you can oversee the group and how you can reorganize everything. So yeah, traveling overseas, backpacking, fantastic year to do these kind of things, right? Publishing that book. You can also meet your own spiritual teacher, because we're going to have the South Node at some point in a conjunction with Jupiter. This is an opening for your own spiritual awakening there in the ninth house. Can be very big. If you're into meditation and these kind of things, it can really open up a new channel, a new perspective on the world. So some of you will also become spiritual teachers and or following someone. Okay, I always say, if you want to meet like a teacher and you want to know if that teacher is real, like a spiritual teacher, you have to see how they make you feel. Like if you're gonna be in a trance immediately when they speak, this tells something. They have a really high energy field. If they are just captivating your mind, it's a different thing, right? Because a spiritual teacher is supposed to captivate your soul. So you can distinguish, because there's so many people out there. And be open and stay always in your own power. This is very important. So what a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful time. Like if you're going to do anything creative, you might see some obstacles, right? Because Saturn is in the fifth house, but you're going to overcome them. Okay. You're going to overcome them. And yeah, your spiritual journey is going to go to the next level. And you might even travel back to certain places, or you're going to travel to a place and it's going to feel very familiar, almost like you've been there before. Okay. But you want to experience this freedom, and freedom ultimately within. Okay, very spiritual time for you, Sagittarius. So that's my message for you. If you want to help me grow my channel, subscribe to it, leave a comment below how this resonates with you. And until next time, let's move on to Capricorn. So Capricorn, Sun and Rising. For you, we have Jupiter there in the 8th house. And this is a beautiful time for you to be creative when it comes to investment. So if you were thinking about stock market, if you're a broker or something like that, it's a beautiful time to investigate and invest in the right company. I'm not an expert in this, but if you are, this is a good time. Okay. Also, if you work in finance, accountants, yeah, if you're a trader or something, this is going to be a fantastic time. If you're in a psychology field, a therapist, or you're going to therapy, right? You might see some real transformation. You are able to heal so many things, and Leo is related to your inner child, right? So you can heal a lot of about your inner child, and maybe you're doing something creative that's really unlocking something in your psyche. You could be interested in occult or anything spiritual that is going to elevate you. Okay. More wealth through partner. Maybe your partner is doing very well, and it's increasing your wealth, right? They might he or she might have a really good job, and you're profiting from that as well. Okay, you could be starting any kind of joint ventures with the business partner or with your own romantic partner. Inheritance is also possible. um yeah, I usually find that weird to say, because it's obviously a sad thing, and most people are not really waiting for an inheritance, right? Because you'd rather have the person, at least. That's how it should be usually, unless the person was not great. But yeah, lucky breaks with insurances, taxes, any type of external funds, pensions. You know, there might be some good news there, some lucky breaks. I don't know, maybe something is stolen and you're getting more money back, or something is just, going really well for you, getting some kind of support. Maybe you want to study abroad and you're getting this, your fund is being increased. So these kind of things can happen with Jupiter in the 8th house. um, Transformations and a stronger soul connection with your partner, right? Because it's very often related to intimacy, but it's not just physical intimacy. It's also getting to know each other soul to soul. This is where you go to the next level after the seventh house, right? That you're becoming soul partners. Okay. So beautiful year. Wishing you all the best, my lovely Capricorn. And until next time, let's move on to Aquarius. So Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, we have Jupiter there in your seventh house. And this is wonderful for romance. Okay. So if you're single, you might definitely meet someone new. I always say Jupiter is here to expand. And if you're ready, because sometimes people karmically are not ready yet because they can't see the right partner that's right next to them. So you have to be ready as well to see and to love yourself so much that you can recognize what when love is there. And I'm talking from experience here, right? Like I had some very difficult love placements in my natal chart, and through not loving myself, I made the wrong choices very often, or I kind of disconnected from love in general. I thought it wasn't coming, but when it was there, I just didn't see it. So, after a lot of work and integration, I could definitely see the right person coming in. So, that's usually how that works in astrology, right? Like there's the right timing, but you have to be ready as well. And in my readings, I always help people to give them tips to become ready and see this partner. If you're already in a relationship, this could be a year you get married, right? You have more commitment, you could become engaged, or you might be wanting to move in with each other, or expanding the family, starting with children. Also, this is the house of business partners, so very good for starting something with a business. This is great for sales, business, or one-on-one clients. If you're working with clients, you're going to see a lot more clients coming in, and the way you relate to them. Okay, so beautiful time. Collaborations are usually very beneficial for you as well, especially in creative projects. Okay. Um, do I have anything else to tell you? No, just in general, very good time, lovey-dovey time. So keep your eyes open, be ready. With Pluto in the first house, you've been working on yourself a lot. So listen to these transformations and you will get this beautiful reward. Now, keep in mind, Jupiter expands things, right? So sometimes also can break up a relationship, because we're also going to have the South Node entering the seventh house. It will break up relationships no longer serving you, and sometimes can replace it with a new one that is more for you. So just listen to your journey, right? Jupiter is the planet of luck and expansion. But expansion is not always what we think it is, right? It always brings us what we need, what is good for us to grow. So that would be my message for you, my lovely Aquarius. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, let's move on to Pisces. So Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. For you, we have Jupiter in your sixth house. So this is beautiful for work. Okay, you might be getting along really well with your colleagues. You just have great relation with them, and you might get a lot of ideas when going together, or you're just coming up with fantastic ideas and you're getting a lot of compliments. People like what you're doing. You kind of found yourself a good routine. Luckily, Jupiter is in a fire sign, right? Because if it's sometimes in a sign like Cancer, a water sign can make you a bit lazy, but Jupiter will make you work out. Okay, so in some cases it can impact your weight because of overconfidence, expansion, more dinners, and you want to cook more and you're so excited, maybe going for dinners and all these kind of things. But when it's in a fire sign, you also work out a lot. So make sure that those two balance this year. So if you're self-employed, more clients, new clients. Uh, Saturn, though, is in the second house, so it could be that it doesn't result as much as you want to in the salary that you want, but through hard work, it's definitely going to work out, okay? Because at some point it will trine Saturn, and when those two are together through hard work, Jupiter will reward you, okay? Also, new job, right? Sixth house is usually the job that you're kind of already doing, so you might be switching to a different company. Also, good news regarding your health. Jupiter can expand, and also through this kind of relaxation, okay? Because Jupiter doesn't make you overextend in working out, for example, or at least it's not going to strain your body as much, which is going to lead to good news regarding health. So if you're waiting for good news, this would be the year that you can do a lot of healing for the body. A new pet, a new cute little pet is gonna enter your life, or maybe not so little, maybe it's a big dog, but any type of pet this year is definitely going to be some kind of soulmate. Okay, it's gonna be someone that's gonna make your life so much better, and it's like you will have a better routine, right? Because if you look at the sixth house, a dog you have to walk, so this is part of your routine, so it's always going to do something very good for your routine. Or even with your cat, you know, if you have a cat or another animal, they make sure that you, when you connect to them, you connect to yourself. They're little healers, so allow them to come in and bring this joy in your life. So that would be my message for you, my amazing Pisces. Thank you so much for being here. If you want to help me expand my channel, subscribe to it. And until next time, bless you so much.